What's up guys, Dr. Houlihan here again with another Barefoot shoe review. This is one that I've been wanting to try out for a while. I know it's pretty popular within the Barefoot shoe community. So today I've got with me the low top Feiyue Shoes Bruce Lee edition. So let's talk about the toe box. That's probably the major downfall of the shoes, that the toe box is too narrow. It is tapered at the end. I knew that going into buying these shoes, but I thought I'd give it a shot anyways and see how it feels, but I'm not able to wear my correct toes inside these shoes. It does feel particularly cramped up towards the toe box. So this is one I'll probably end up having to put a metatarsal pad in order for me to be able to wear them. In terms of the flexibility and ground feel, it's a very flexible shoe. You can do the bend test, the twist test, you can move it and do whatever it is you need to do with it. But it does come with a pretty thick padded insole. I'll show you guys how that looks. There's even a little extra padding underneath the heel. I'm not sure if you guys can see this in the camera, but this is how the insole looks. It is removable, but there's really nothing left in the shoe when you take that out. It's just sort of the stitching on the bottom of the shoe. And so I will probably end up removing my insoles just because I like a better ground feel, but if you're someone who wants or needs more cushioning in your shoe, this might be a good option for you. In terms of the cost is fantastic. That's the reason why I knew I had to try these shoes out, because these retail for $40. That's right, $40 only for this Bruce Lee edition of the Feiyue shoes. That's one of the big selling points for these shoes. It's what drew me in, especially for a shoe that looks this cool. And so I knew I had to try them. Can't beat the price. In terms of the sizing with these shoes, I got a men's 11. I think that they just sell them in full sizes, which correlates to a Euro 44, which is perfect for me. I ended up going a little bit bigger than I normally might just because the toe box was tapered. And so if I ever see a shoe that has a toe box taper that I want to try out, I size up a little bit so that the taper is a little bit past the edge of my toes. It didn't really save me from this one. The toe box is still a little bit bothersome, but full sizes in this, really not too difficult to find a good size. In terms of durability, I think this is actually going to wind up being a pretty durable shoe. I've seen people doing YouTube reviews who have owned theirs for years and years. They're sort of reminiscent of Chuck Taylors in the way that they're constructed, the way that they look. They've got this really nice rubber toe cap to protect your toes from anything. And yeah, I haven't owned them for all that long. I've only worn them a handful of times, but so far they're holding up pretty well. Okay, let's talk about the style of the shoe. This was another one of the huge selling points for me in addition to the price. When I saw that they did a Bruce Lee collaboration, I thought that was genius. I think it looks amazing, especially consider that this is classically used as like a martial arts type of shoe. I want to show you guys some of the details on here. Hopefully they'll show up on the camera. But we got these cool Chinese letters on the laces that they came with. We got this nice looking emblem on the tongue of the shoe. We've got Bruce Lee on the back of the shoe doing a karate kick. I don't know if that's the right martial art for him, but he's doing some variety of kick. It's got this more cool emblem on the side of the shoe, and even the insole, I don't know if you guys saw when I took it out earlier, it's got the Feiyue Bruce Lee collaboration insole going on here. And with the different colorways they did, I thought that the yellow one was unique. It's not one that you see a lot in the barefoot shoe community, so I decided to snap on the yellow one. The other ones are really cool too, but the yellow one was just my favorite. So style-wise, I think this is a really awesome shoe. Really the only drawback that I would say to this shoe is the toe box, being as the toe box is pretty narrow and it does tend to cramp your toes at the end. However, if you're someone who doesn't have a really wide foot, or you're able to splay your toes out within the end of the shoe, then this might be a good option for you. The other drawback for me was the cushioning. I feel like there should be either not such a thick cushioned insole in there, or they should have like stitching on the bottom of the shoe with less cushioning on the insole. But all things considered, I'm gonna rate this shoe a solid 7 out of 10. Alright guys, that's my review of the Feiyue Shoes low top Bruce Lee collaboration. For $40, it's not a bad buy. It's worth a shot. If you think it can work for you, go for it. I'm always open to questions and comments below, and as always, I'll have more reviews coming soon.